Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are tackling something huge. We're going to map out the path from the AI we have right now all the way to true superintelligence. This is one of the most profound technological journeys ever conceived.
So, you've probably used chatbots that can write your emails, right? It's pretty cool. But how in the world do we get from that to, well, this? To something vastly, vastly more powerful? What's the actual roadmap?
Okay, so here's the secret sauce. It's not just about building bigger and bigger AI. The real key, the game changer, is creating a system that can improve itself. It all starts with this simple but incredibly powerful idea. An AI just explores, figures out its own tasks, sees what's possible, and then learns from what works. It's this powerful, constant loop of self-improvement.
And, a Reddit commenter on DeepMind's Alpha Evolve kind of summed it up perfectly, if a little bluntly. Recursion go brr. I mean, you can't really argue with that. That is the engine, the recursive loop that could kick off a full-blown intelligence explosion. So, okay, let's break down exactly where we stand today.
First things first, before we get too far into the future, let's ground ourselves in the here and now. Because the sparks of what's to come, well, they're already flying.
AI is already hitting superhuman levels, but not just at board games. We're talking about really complex, narrow fields. This isn't just about spotting patterns anymore. We're seeing models from leading labs like DeepMind and OpenAI that are showing real, deep, analytical thinking. Tackling problems that, until very recently, only humans could even attempt.
And get this, we've seen some huge breakthroughs. AI models are now getting gold-level scores on problems from the International Mathematical Olympiad. That's just incredible. Then you've got Google's Alpha Evolve, which is literally inventing new, more efficient algorithms from the ground up. And in coding, the jump is just staggering. On one key benchmark, AI went from solving about 4% of problems in 2023 to nearly 72% just a year later.
And that right there, that's the beginning of the loop we were talking about. And AI is making Google's own data centers and chip designs better. It's even improving the training process for, you guessed it, itself. This is the spark. But a spark needs fuel to become a fire. So what's the fuel?
Well, it turns out progress is accelerating because of three key drivers, and they are all growing at an exponential pace. Together, this is the fuel for the coming explosion.
First up, the compute engine. The raw amount of computing power we are throwing at training these AI models is just mind-boggling. And it's not just growing, it's doubling roughly every 5 months. Just try to wrap your head around that pace.
Second, you've got the data deluge. I mean, look at this. The data sets these models learn from are absolutely exploding. Back in 2017, we were talking about a couple billion tokens. By 2024, we're at 15 trillion tokens. That is a vast universe of knowledge for the AI to learn from, and it's doubling every 8 months or so.
And number three, the algorithms themselves are getting way smarter, which makes everything radically cheaper. We've seen a more than 280-fold drop in the cost to use a model at the GPT 3.5 level, and that's just in 18 months. When something gets that much cheaper, it means way more people can experiment, build, and deploy this stuff faster than ever before.
So, okay, we have the spark of self-improvement, and we have the fuel, compute, data, and better algorithms. What happens when you combine them? You could ignite a chain reaction, the intelligence explosion.
So what is an intelligence explosion? Well, it's this core idea, this theory, that once you get an AI that's smart enough to upgrade itself, it kicks off a runaway reaction. It just keeps improving, with each new version appearing faster and faster, until, boom, you have a powerful superintelligence that leaves human smarts way, way behind.
Let's walk through that feedback loop. Step 1. We manage to build a human-level AGI. Step 2. That AGI starts doing the work of AI research and development itself, only at a massive scale and speed. Step 3. This radically speeds up progress. Step 4. The AGI uses these new breakthroughs to improve itself, becoming even smarter. And Step 5? Well, that smarter AGI is now even better at AI research. And you just repeat. The cycle gets faster and faster.
So, the big question, when? Now, obviously, this timeline is speculative. No one has a crystal ball. But look at this potential path. We're here today with these powerful but still kind of hobbled models. Some analysis suggests that by 2027, we could see automated AI researchers emerge. And by 2030, we might be right in the middle of that intelligence explosion. And after that, ASI.
Yeah, think about that. One analysis suggests these automated AI researchers could cram a decade of algorithmic progress into a single year. So the crucial point to get here is that this isn't a slow, steady, linear climb. It's a sudden, sharp, world-changing leap in intelligence. And of course, the second you have the prospect of that much power, you have a high-stakes global race. And that comes with some really profound security implications.
Think about it. In the old days, the big secrets were nuclear secrets, right? Heavily guarded, state-level assets. Today's biggest secret? It could be the weights of an AI model, literally just a file of numbers on a server. And as security analysts are warning, we have a critical vulnerability. We treat these world-changing secrets with the carelessness of random SaaS software.
Right now, the US is leading the pack in private investment in building these top-tier models. But the geopolitical competition is fierce. The FBI director says China's hacking program is bigger than every other major nation's combined. The risk of theft here is just immense, because if a competitor steals those final model weights, you've basically just built AGI for them.
Which brings us to the ultimate question, really, because the development of superintelligence could lead us down one of two very, very different roads: heaven or hell.
Okay, let's start with the heaven scenario. This is the dream, right? An aligned superintelligence could help us solve humanity's greatest challenges, eradicating disease, ending poverty, creating a world of unprecedented prosperity, all while making us safer and augmenting what humans do best.
But then there's the hell scenario. And this isn't just science fiction. Papers from places like the Harvard Kennedy School are outlining this dystopia, a world split into the AI haves and have-nots, mass surveillance eroding personal freedoms, massive social upheaval from job displacement, and automated misinformation campaigns destroying trust. It's a pretty grim picture.
So which path do we go down? A lot of it hinges on our commitment to what's called responsible AI, or RAI. This is the whole practice of making sure these systems are designed to be fair, transparent, and safe. Think of a medical AI that avoids bias and can actually explain its recommendations to a doctor. That's the kind of trust we need to build.
The world is going to be completely reshaped by this technology, maybe even within this decade. The intelligence explosion might just be the most significant event in all of human history. So the only question left is, are we ready for it?